Really quick note, guys, this took me a long time to make, so please watch the entire thing even though it is incredibly long. I will try and make this as short a video as possible. Welcome to 2022 Election Night in America, the first major midterm since Joe Biden was elected in 2020, and they will determine the course of his legislative agenda during the next 2 years of his presidency. Tonight we are looking at the U.S. House of Representative elections. All 435 seats are up for election tonight, and we will be reviewing each one. So this is a big night. Let's get started. It is now 7 p.m. and we have poll closings in Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vermont, and Virginia. In Indiana's 1st District, it is too close to call. With 15% of the vote reporting, it is too close to call. Frank Mervan, the incumbent, has a lead over Jennifer Ruth Green. In Indiana's 2nd, in the special and regular elections, Rudy Yoakum will be elected to fill the vacant seat left by deceased Representative Jackie Walorski. In Indiana's 3rd, Jim Pence has won re-election. In the 4th, Jim Baird has won re-election. In the 5th, Victoria Spartz has won re-election to a 2nd term. In the 6th, Greg Pence has won. In the 7th, Andre Carson has won. In the 8th, Larry Buckshon has won. And in the 9th, Aaron Huchin will fill retiring Representative Trey Hollingsworth's seat. In Kentucky's 1st District, James Comer is the projected winner. In the 2nd District, Brett Guthrie is the projected winner. In the 3rd District, Morgan McGarvey will fill retiring Rep. John Yarmouth's seat. In the 4th, Thomas Massie has won. In the 5th, Dean of the House Hal Rogers has won. In the 6th, Andy Barr has won. In South Carolina's 1st District, Nancy Mace has won re-election to a 2nd term. In South Carolina's 2nd, Joe Wilson is the projected winner. In South Carolina's 3rd, Jeff Duncan is the projected winner. In the 4th, William Timmons. In the 5th, Ralph Norman. In the 6th, longtime incumbent Jim Clyburn is the projected winner. In the 7th, Russell Fry will fill retiring Representative Tom Rice's seat as he defeated Tom Rice in the primary. In Georgia's 1st District, Buddy Carter is the projected winner. In Georgia's 2nd District, it is currently too close to call. With 15% of the vote reporting, it is too close to call, and Sanford Bishop has an early lead over Chris West. In Georgia's 3rd District, Drew Ferguson is the projected winner. In the 4th, Hank Johnson. In the 5th, Nick Emma Williams. In the 6th, Rich McCormick has gained the seat for Republicans. The first gain of the night goes to Republicans, largely due to the redistricting. This has been a pickup for the Republicans. In the 7th, Lucy McBath has won. In the 8th, Austin Scott has won. In the 9th, Andrew Clyde has won. In the 10th, Mike Collins. In the 11th, Barry Loudermilk. In the 12th, Rick Allen. In the 13th, David Scott. And in the 14th, the controversial, infamous Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene has won re-election to a 2nd term. In Virginia's 1st, Rob Whitman is the projected winner. In Virginia's 2nd, it is too close to call, 13% of the vote reporting. Elaine Luria has an early lead over Jen Kickens. In Virginia's 3rd, Bobby Scott is the projected winner. In Virginia's 4th, Donald McEachin. In Virginia's 5th, Bob Good. Virginia's 6th, Ben Klein. In the 7th, it is too close to call with 19% of the vote reporting, and Abigail Spanberg has an early narrow lead over Yesli Vega. In Virginia's 8th, Don Beyer is the projected winner. In the 9th, Morgan Griffith. In the 10th, it is too early to call with 21% of the vote reporting. Jennifer Wexton has an early lead over Hung Cao. In Virginia's 11th District, Jerry Connolly is the projected winner. And in Vermont's at-large district, Becca Balint will fill the seat of retiring U.S. Representative Peter Welch, who incidentally was just elected U.S. Senator a few moments ago. This is the map of the U.S. House of Representatives thus far. Republicans are at 31 seats and Democrats are at 12 seats. It is now 7:30 p.m. and we have poll closings in North Carolina, Ohio, and West Virginia. In Ohio's 1st District, it is too close to call with 14% of the vote reporting. A highly watched race tonight between incumbent Steve Chabot and his challenger, Democrat Greg Landsman. In Ohio's 2nd, Brad Wenstrup has won another term. In the 3rd, Joyce Beatty has won another term. In the 4th, controversial Rep. Jim Jordan has won. In the 5th, Bob Latta has won. In the 6th, Bill Johnson has won. In the 7th, Trump aide Max Miller has filled this open seat. In the 8th, Warren Davidson wins. In the 9th, too close to call currently with 18% of the vote reporting, Marcia Kaptur leads over J.R. Majewski. The 40-year Congresswoman may go down tonight. We'll just have to wait and find out. In the 10th District, Mike Turner wins re-election. In the 11th, Shontel Brown wins election to a full term. In the 12th, Troy Balderson is the projected winner, and in the 13th, it is too close to call with 18% of the vote reporting. Madison Gessiato leads over Amelia Sykes. In Ohio's 14th, David Joyce is the winner, and in the 15th, Mike Carey is the winner. In West Virginia's 1st District, Carol Miller is the projected winner, and in the 2nd District, Alex Mooney is the projected winner. In North Carolina's 1st District, it is too close to call with 12% of the vote reporting. Sandy Smith currently leads over Don Davis. In North Carolina's 2nd District, Deborah Ross is the projected winner. In the 3rd District, Greg Murphy is the projected winner. In the 4th, Valerie Fuchsie is the projected winner. In the 5th, Virginia Fox is the projected winner. In the 6th, it is too close to call right now with 16% of the vote reporting. This is a semi-competitive race. Currently, Kathy Manning has a lead over Christian Castelli. In the 7th District, David Rouser is the projected winner. In the 8th District, Dan Bishop is the projected winner. In the 9th, Richard Hudson is the projected winner. And in the 10th, Patrick McHenry has won another term. In the 11th, meanwhile, Chuck Edwards, who primaried at Representative Madison Gawthorne, has won this open seat. In North Carolina's 12th District, Alma Adams is the projected winner. In the 13th District, this is another highly watched race. It is too close to call with 21% of the vote reporting. Bo Hines has a 2-point lead over Wiley Nickel. This is anyone's game tonight. And in North Carolina's 14th District, it is also too close to call. This is a brand new district, and it currently favors the Democratic Party heavily with a PVI of around D+6. Right now, Jeff Jackson is favored, winning currently with 53% of the vote. And now we have key race projections to make. Our main one, of course, is from Virginia's 10th. Which goes to Jennifer Wexton, and looking at the margin, she has won right now with about 7% of the vote, with 51% of the vote reporting. We can project that the rest of the vote is either city vote or is suburban vote, meaning that she is likely going to carry the rest of it handily. In Indiana's 1st District, it is still too close to call, with 45% of the vote reporting too close to call, and Frank Mervan has a lead still over Jennifer Ruth Green. Georgia's 2nd District, still too close to call, with 42% of the vote reporting. Sanford Bishop's lead dwindles over Chris West. In the 2nd District of Virginia, it is too close to call, with 41% of the vote reporting. Elaine Luria's lead dwindles over Jen Kickens. In Virginia's 7th District, it is too close to call with 49% of the vote reporting, and Abigail Spanberger's lead dwindles over Yesley Vega. This is the House map right now, and Republicans are at 50 seats and Democrats are at 18 seats. It is now 8 p.m. and we have huge poll closings, so it means I have to talk a whole lot. I'm going to take a swig of lemonade real quick. Thank you. The poll closings are for Alabama, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Tennessee. In Alabama's 1st District, Jerry Carl is the projected winner. In the 2nd, Barry Moore. In the 5th, Mike Rogers. In the 4th, Robert Adderholt. In the 5th, Dale Strong has filled the seat of retiring Representative Mo Brooks. In the 6th, Gary Palmer, and in the 7th, Terry Sewell wins another term. In the 1st District of Connecticut, John Larson has won another term. In the 2nd District, it is too close to call with 11% of the vote reporting, too close to call. Joe Courtney currently leads over Mike France. In Connecticut's 3rd District, longtime incumbent Rosa DeLauro will win another term. In the 4th, Jim Himes. And in the 5th, it is too close to call with 15% of the vote reporting. Johanna Hayes has an early lead over George Logan. In Delaware's at-large district, Lisa Blunt Rochester is the projected winner. Coincidentally, this is Biden's home state, by the way. In Florida's 1st District, Matt Gaetz is the projected winner. Despite all these scandals and whatnot, it's still a safe seat for him, so too bad about that. In Florida's 2nd, Neil Dunn is the projected winner, winning another term in Congress. He has also defeated the incumbent Representative Al Lawson, which is significant in this rare incumbent versus incumbent race. Florida's 3rd, Kat Cammack is the projected winner. In the 4th, Aaron Bean has gained this seat for Republicans, another gain due to redistricting. In the 5th, John Rutherford is the projected winner. In the 6th, Michael Waltz. In the 7th, it is too early to call between Karen Green and Corey Mills, with Corey Mills having an advantage in this heavily favored GOP district. In Florida's 8th, Bill Posey is the projected winner. Florida's 9th, Darren Soto. Florida's 10th, Maxwell Frost will become the first Gen Z member of Congress. I believe the first Gen Z member of Congress, yes. In the 11th District, Daniel Webster is the projected winner. In the 12th District, Gus Bilirakis is the projected winner. In the 13th District, it is too early to call between Eric Lynn and Anna Paulina Luna, with Luna having an advantage as of right now. In Florida's 14th District, Kathy Castor is the projected winner. In the 15th, it is too early to call with 36% of the vote reporting. Alan Kahn currently trails Laurel Lee. In the 16th District, Burton Buchanan is the projected winner. In the 17th District, Greg Stoib is the projected winner. In the 18th, Scott Franklin. In the 19th, Byron Donalds. In the 20th, Sheila Cheerfulness McCormick will win a full term after winning the special election. In the 21st District, Brian Mast wins. In the 22nd, Lois Frankel. In the 23rd, Jared Moskowitz. In the 24th, Frederica Wilson. In the 25th, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. In the 26th, Mario Diaz-Balart. In the 27th, it is too close to call with 39% of the vote reporting, and currently incumbent Maria Elvira Salazar leads over her challenger Anna Tadeo. Florida's 28th District, Carlos Jimenez is the projected winner. And in Illinois' 1st District, the son of the pastor, Reverend Jesse Jackson, Jonathan Jackson is the projected winner of this open seat. In the 2nd District, Robin Kelly wins. In the 3rd District, Delia Ramirez wins. In the 4th, Troy Garcia. In the 5th, Mike Quigley. In the 6th, Sean Casten currently leads over Keith Buckow with 16% of the vote reporting, too close to call. In the 7th District, Danny Davis wins unopposed. In the 8th District, Roger Krishnamurthy wins. In the 9th District, Janice Schakowsky wins. In the 10th, Brad Schneider. In the 11th, it is too early to call with 18% of the vote reporting, and currently Bill Foster leads over Catalina Lauf. In the 12th District, Mike Bost is the projected winner. In the 13th District, it is too close to call with 20% of the vote reporting, and Reagan Deering leads over Nikki Budzinski in this district that does actually favor Democrats. In Illinois' 14th District, it is too close to call with 20% of the vote reporting. Lauren Underwood leads over Scott Greider. In Illinois' 15th, Mary Miller is the projected winner. In the 16th, Darren Hood is the projected winner, and in the 17th, it is too close to call, with Esther Joy King having an early lead over Eric Sorensen. In Maine's first, Chelly Pingree is the projected winner. In Maine's second district, it is too close to call. Please note that if neither candidate can get a majority of the vote, then the top two candidates, in this case, Representative Jared Golden and former Rep. Bruce Poliquin, will advance to a ranked choice voting runoff. In Maryland's first district, Andy Harris is the projected winner. In Maryland's second, Dutch Ruppersberger is the projected winner. In the third, John Sarbanes. In the fourth, Glenn Ivey. In the fifth, Steny Hoyer, the House Majority Leader, has won another term. In the sixth, David Trone currently trails his challenger, Republican Neil Parrott, in this district that does favor him, but is looking to be surprisingly competitive tonight. In the seventh, Kwesi Mifum is the projected winner. Mifum, I'm not sure how you say that. It's kind of a weird name. In Maryland's 8th district, Jamie Raskin is the projected winner. In Massachusetts' first, Richard Neal is the projected winner. In the second, Jim McGovern. In the third, Lori Trahan. In the fourth, Jake Auchincloss. In the fifth, Catherine Clark. In the sixth, Seth Moulton. In the seventh, Ayanna Presley. In the eighth, Stephen Lynch. And in the ninth, Bill Keating will win another term. In the first district of Mississippi, Trent Kelly has been reelected. In Mississippi's second, the chair of the January 6th committee, Benny Thompson, has been reelected. In the third, Michael Guest, who narrowly avoided being primaried. And in the fourth, Mike Ezel, who did primary, actually, Stephen Palazzo earlier this year. In Missouri's first district, Cori Bush is the projected winner. In the second, Ann Wagner. In the third, Blaine Luetkemeyer. In the fourth, Mark Alford will fill this open seat. In the fifth, Emmanuel Cleaver. In the sixth, Sam Graves. In the seventh, Erica Burleson will fill this open seat. In the eighth, Jason Smith. In New Hampshire's first district, it is currently too close to call, with 10% of the vote reporting too close to call, and Chris Pappas currently has a lead over Caroline Levitt. In New Hampshire's second district, it is too close to call, with 12% of the vote reporting, and Annie McLean Custer has a lead over Robert Burns. In New Jersey's first district, Donald Norcross is the projected winner. In the second, Jeff Van Drew. In the third, it is too early to call, with 15% of the vote reporting. Andy Kim has a lead over Bob Healy. In New Jersey's fourth district, Chris Smith is the projected winner, the longtime incumbent. In New Jersey's fifth, it is too close to call, with 17% of the vote reporting. Josh Gottheimer has a lead over Frank Pelota. In New Jersey's sixth, Frank Pallone is a projected winner. In the seventh, it is too close to call, with Tom Malinowski currently actually trailing over his Republican opponent, Tom Keene Jr. In the 8th District, Rob Menendez, the son of U.S. Senator Bob Menendez, will win this seat. In the 9th, Bill Pascrell. In the 10th, Donald Payne Jr. In the 11th, it is too close to call, with 23% of the vote reporting. Mickey Sherrill leads over Colin DeGroot. I can't remember his first name, actually. It's not Colin. In New Jersey's 12th, Bonnie Watson Coleman will win another term. In Oklahoma's first, Kevin Hearn is the projected winner. In the second, Josh Brasheen will fill Mark Wayne Mullins' open seat. In Oklahoma's third, Frank Lucas. In Oklahoma's fourth, Tom Cole. In Oklahoma's fifth, Stephanie Bice. And in Pennsylvania's first, it is too early to call, with 14% of the vote reporting. Brian Fitzpatrick leads over Ashley Ahatz. In Pennsylvania's second, Brendan Boyle is the projected winner. In Pennsylvania's third, Dwight Evans. In Pennsylvania's fourth, Madeline Dean. In the fifth, Mary Gay Scanlon. In the sixth, it is too early to call, with Christy Houlihan having a lead over Guy Ciarocci. In the 7th District, it is too close to call with 18% of the vote reporting. Susan Wild has a barely narrow lead over Lisa Scheller. It is so close right now. This is anyone's game. In Pennsylvania's 8th District, too close to call, Matt Cartwright has an early lead over Jim Bognett. In Pennsylvania's 9th, Dan Muser is the projected winner. In the 10th, Scott Perry. In the 11th, Lloyd Schmucker. Excuse me. In the 12th, Summer Lee. In the 13th, John Joyce. In the 14th, Guy Reschenthaler. In the 15th, Glenn Thompson. In the 16th, Mike Kelly. In the 17th, it is too close to call with 24% of the vote reporting, and Chris DeLuzio has an early lead over Jeremy Schaefer. In Rhode Island's 1st, David Cicilline is the projected winner. In the 2nd, it is too close to call in this highly watched race. Currently, Seth Magaziner has a lead over Alan Fung. Tennessee's 1st, Diana Harshbarger is the projected winner. In the 2nd, Tim Burchett is the projected winner. In the 3rd, Chuck Fleischman. In the 4th, Scott Desjardins. In the 5th, Andy Ogles, another gain of tonight due to the redistricting. In the 6th, John Rose. In the 7th, Mark Green. In the 8th, David Kostoff. In the 9th, Steve Cohen. And now we have some key race projections to make. The first comes from North Carolina's 14th District, where Jeff Jackson has won the seat, gaining it for his party due to it being a completely open seat. This is a gain. He is winning currently right now by double digits, and we can't project that there is no way for his opponent, Pat Harrigan, to catch up to him. In Ohio's 1st District, it is too close to call still, 47% reporting, and Steve Shabbat still leads over Greg Landsman. In the 2nd, 42% reporting, Marcy Kaptur still leads J.R. Majewski. In the 13th District, with 49% of the vote reporting, Madison Gisiato still leads over Amelia Sykes. In the 1st District of North Carolina, too close to call, 40% of the vote reporting, Don Davis now is catching up to Sandy Smith. In North Carolina's 6th, it is too close to call, Kathy Manning leads over Christian Castelli. In North Carolina's 13th District, Bo Hines lead grows over Wiley Nickel. In Indiana's 1st District, too close to call, and Frank Mervan's lead dwindles over Jennifer Ruth Green. In Georgia's 2nd, it is too close to call with 68% of the vote reporting. Sanford Bishop still leads over Chris West. In Virginia's 2nd District, it is too close to call with 43% of the vote reporting. Lane Luria still leads over Jen Kiggins. The numbers froze, sorry about that. In Virginia's 7th District, it is too close to call with 45% of the vote reporting, and Yesli Vega catching up on Abigail Spanberger. This is the map right now. Republicans are at 107 seats and Democrats are at 74. Time for another swig of lemonade. That was a lot of talking. Oh man, that's good. It is now 8:30 p.m. and we have poll closings for Arkansas. In Arkansas's 1st, Rick Crawford wins. In the 2nd, French Hill. In the 3rd, Steve Womack. And in the 4th, Bruce Westerman. Well, that was quick. Now we have key race projections to make. Yeah, I like key race projections. In the 7th District, Corey Mills has gained this seat. Big news there, breaking news. Corey Mills has gained this seat, and he's winning it by double digits, with 61% of the vote reporting. And in Florida's 13th, another gain. Anna Paulina Luna has gained this seat for the Republican Party. She's winning right now by nearly double digits over Eric Lynn. And in Florida's 15th District, Laura Lee has won. She will win her first term as a congresswoman with 74% of the vote reporting. She will win her first term by around 6 percentage points, if not by a little bit more. And in Florida's 27th, Maria Elvira Salazar has won re-election to a 2nd term, and she is winning right now by over 6 points in a district where she is heavily popular. In Illinois' 11th, Bill Foster has won. And not really a surprise tonight, but this is important. He's winning right now by around 10 to 11 points over Catalina Lauf. And in New Jersey's 3rd District, Andy Kim has won. He's winning right now by a little bit less than 10 points over Bob Healy. New Jersey's 5th, Josh Gottheimer is the projected winner. He's winning right now by around 8 points over Frank Pallotta. In New Jersey's 11th, Mickey Sherrill is the projected winner. She has won another term by around 8 points over whatever his name is, DeGrett. Still can't remember. In Pennsylvania's 1st, Brian Fitzpatrick is the projected winner. He's incredibly popular. This guy knows how to win elections. He is so popular. He is winning right now by nearly 10 points over Ashley E. Hatch, a margin that may or may not increase or decrease as the night continues. In Pennsylvania's 6th, Chrissy Houlihan is the projected winner. She is leading right now by over 6%, close to 7% of the vote. In Georgia's 2nd District, Sanford Bishop has won. This is a call that we had to make eventually, and we've made it right now. It is going to Sanford Bishop by around 5 points with 95% of the vote reporting. In North Carolina's 6th, Kathy Manning is the projected winner. She's winning right now by around 5 to 6 points over Christian Castelli. In Connecticut's 2nd, still too close to call with 45% of the vote reporting. Joe Courtney still leads over Mike France. In Connecticut's 5th, it is too close to call as well. 47% of the vote reporting. Johanna Hayes still leads over George Logan. In Illinois' 6th District, it is too close to call with 45% of the vote reporting. Sean Casten still leads over Keith Pacow. In Illinois' 13th District, it is too close to call with 52% of the vote reporting, and Reagan Deering still leads Nikki Budzinski. In the Illinois' 14th District, too close to call, and Scott Greider trails Lauren Underwood still. In the 17th District of Illinois, we have 50% of the vote in, and currently Esther Joy King still leads Eric Sorensen. In Maine's 2nd District, too close to call, Jared Golden approaching that 50% number, but he's still not past it yet. In Maryland's 6th District, it is too close to call, David Trone still trailing over Neil Parrott. In New Hampshire's 1st, it is too close to call with 38% of the vote reporting. Chris Pappas still leads over Caroline Levitt. In New Hampshire's 2nd, it is too close to call, and Annie McLean Custer still leads over Robert Burns. In New Jersey's 7th District, it is too close to call. Tom Malinowski still leads over Tom Keene. Actually not leads, he trails Tom Keene Jr. Pennsylvania's 7th District, it is too close to call. 47% of the vote reporting. Susan Wild trails Lisa Scheller now. In Pennsylvania's 8th District, 49% of the vote reporting. Matt Cartwright still leads Jim Bognett. In Pennsylvania's 17th, too close to call, 55% reporting. Chris DeLuzio leads Jeremy Schaefer. In Rhode Island's 2nd District, too close to call with 38% of the vote reporting. Now Alan Fung leads Seth Magaziner. In Ohio's 1st District, too close to call with 73% reporting. Steve Shabbat still leads over Greg Landsman. In Ohio's 9th District, it is too close to call with 50% of the vote reporting. J.R. Majewski catching up to Marcy Kaptur. In Ohio's 13th District, it is too close to call with 75% of the vote reporting. Amelia Sykes still trails Madison Gisciato. In North Carolina's 1st District, it is too close to call with 65% of the vote reporting, and Don Davis now leads Sandy Smith. In North Carolina's 13th District, it is too close to call with 78% of the vote reporting, and Bo Hines' lead grows over Wiley Nickel. In Indiana's 1st District, it is too close to call with 76% of the vote reporting. This is getting to be closer and closer with Frank Mervan leading over Jennifer Ruth Green. In Virginia's 2nd District, it is too close to call with 69% of the vote reporting, with Elaine Luria still leading over Jen Kiggins. In Virginia's 7th District, it is too close to call with 71% of the vote reporting. Abigail Spanber still leads over Yesli Vega. This is the map right now, with Republicans holding 116 seats and Democrats holding 80 seats. It is now 7 p.m. and we have poll closings in Colorado, Kansas, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Mexico, New York, North Dakota, South Dakota, Texas, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. In Colorado's 1st District, Diana DeGette is the projected winner. In the 2nd, Joe Neguse. In the 3rd, Lauren Boebert. She was expected to be vulnerable, but this is an easy win. In the 4th, Ken Buck. In the 5th, Doug Lamborn. In the 6th, Jason Crow. And in the 7th, it is too close to call currently, with 16% of the vote reporting. It is too close to call between Brittany Peterson and Eric Adland. Currently, Eric Adland does lead, however. And in Colorado's 8th, this is a new district. It is too close to call with 18% of the vote reporting, and Barbara Kirkmeyer has an early lead over Yadira Caraveo. In Kansas's 1st district, Tracy Mon is the projected winner. In the 2nd, Jake LaTurner. In the 3rd, it is too close to call in this highly watched race between Amanda Atkins and Sharice Davids. Davids has a lead right now. She is the incumbent, but there is only 14% of the vote reporting thus far. In Kansas's 4th, Ron Estes is the projected winner. In the 1st district of Louisiana, House Minority Whip Steve Scalise is the projected winner. In the 2nd, Troy Carter. In the 3rd, Clay Higgins. In the 4th, Mike Johnson. In the 5th, Julia Letlow. In the 6th, Garrett Graves. In Michigan's 1st, Jack Bergman is the projected winner. In the 2nd, John Mulinar. In the 3rd, this is another highly watched race. It is too close to call with 11% of the vote reporting. John Gibbs currently leads over Hillary Skolton by a very, very close margin. This is anyone's game tonight. In Michigan's 4th, Bill Huizenga is the projected winner. In Michigan's 5th, Tim Wahlberg. In Michigan's 6th, Debbie Dingell. In Michigan's 7th, it is too close to call between Alyssa Slotkin and Tom Barrett. Alyssa Slotkin has a very narrow lead of around 0.7% over Tom Barrett. In Michigan's 8th, it is too close to call. Dan Kildee has an early lead over Paul Junge. Or Jung. I'm not sure which. In Michigan's 9th district, Lisa McLean is the projected winner. In the 10th, it is too close to call with 17% of the vote reporting. Carl Marlinga trails John James currently in a district that does favor Republicans. In Michigan's 11th, Haley Stevens is the projected winner. In the 12th, Rashida Tlaib. And in the 13th, Shri Thaindar. In Minnesota's 1st district, it is too close to call with 17% of the vote reporting. Brad Finstad does lead over Jeff Ettinger in a rematch of the 2022 special election that went better than expected for Democrats. However, Brad Finstad is expected to hold on tonight. In Minnesota's 2nd district, it is too close to call with 17% of the vote reporting. Angie Craig leads over Tyler Kistner. In Minnesota's 3rd, Dean Phillips wins. In Minnesota's 4th, Betty McCollum. In Minnesota's 5th, Ilhan Omar. In Minnesota's 6th, Tom Emmer. In Minnesota's 7th, Michelle Fischbach. In Minnesota's 8th, Pete Stauber. In Nebraska's 1st, Mike Flood will win, defeating Patty Pansing Brooks in a rematch. In Nebraska's 2nd, it is too close to call with 10% of the vote reporting now. Don Bacon has a enormous lead, enormous for a swing district, over Tony Vargas. In Nebraska's 3rd district, Adrian Smith is the projected winner. In New Mexico's 1st, in a race that favors Democrats, it is too close to call. Currently, Michelle... Is it Michelle? Can't remember her first name. Stansberry has a lead over Michelle Garcia Holmes. That's the Michelle I was thinking of. In New Mexico's 2nd district, it is too close to call. Yvette Harrell, the incumbent, has a lead over Gabriel Vasquez. In New Mexico's 3rd district, it is too close to call as well. All 3 districts being too close to call. And Teresa Leger Fernandez has a lead over Alexis Martinez Johnson. In New York's 1st district, it is too close to call with 12% of the vote reporting. Nick LaLota has an early lead over Bridget Fleming. In New York's second, it is too early to call, with 12% of the vote reporting. Andrew Garbarino has a lead over Jackie Gordon. In New York's third, it is too close to call. Robert Zimmerman has an early lead over George Santos. In New York's fourth, it is too close to call with 16% of the vote reporting. Laura Gillen has an early lead over Anthony Despacito. In New York's fifth, Gregory Meeks is the projected winner. In the sixth, Grace Meng. In the seventh, Nadia Velasquez. In the eighth, Hakeem Jeffries. In the ninth, Yvette Clark. In the 10th, Dan Goldman. In the 11th, it is too early to call with 20% of the vote reporting, and Nicole Malliotakis has an early lead over Max Rose. In New York's 12th, Jerry Nadler is the projected winner. In the 13th, Adriano Espaillat. In the 14th, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, has won another term. In the 15th, Richie Torres. In the 16th, Jamal Bowman. In the 17th, it is too close to call between Michael Lawler and Sean Patrick Maloney. Michael Lawler has an early lead over Maloney thus far with 21% of the vote reporting. In the 18th district, it is also too close to call with 23% of the vote reporting. Pat Ryan has an early lead over Colin Schmidt. In New York's 19th, it is too close to call. Josh Riley has a very early narrow lead over Mark Molinaro. This is anyone's race tonight. In New York's 20th, Paul Tonko is the projected winner. In the 21st, Elise Stefanik. In the 22nd, it is too close to call. Brandon Williams has an early lead over Francis Canole. In New York's 23rd, Nick Langworthy is the projected winner. In the 24th, Claudia Tenney. In the 25th, Joseph Morrell. In the 26th, Brian Higgins. In North Dakota's at-large district, Kelly Armstrong is the projected winner. In South Dakota's at-large district, Dusty Johnson is the projected winner. In Texas's first, Nathaniel Moran is the projected winner. In the second, Dan Crenshaw. In the third, Keith Self. In the fourth, Pat Fallon. In the fifth, Lance Gooden. In the sixth, Jake Elsie. In the seventh, Lizzie Fletcher. In the eighth, Morgan Luttrell. In the ninth, Al Green. In the 10th, Michael McCall. In the 11th, August Pfluger. In the 12th, Kay Granger. In the 13th, Ronnie Jackson. In the 14th, Randy Weber. In the 15th, it is too close to call in this rightward trending district. Monica De La Cruz has an early lead over Michelle Vallejo. In Texas's 16th, Veronica Escobar is the projected winner. In the 17th, Pete Sessions. In the 18th, Sheila Jackson Lee. In the 19th, Jody Arrington. In the 20th, Joaquim Castro. In the 21st, Chip Roy. The 22nd, Troy Nels. In the 23rd, Tony Gonzalez. In the 24th, Beth Van Doyen. In the 25th, Roger Williams. In the 26th, Michael Burgess. In the 27th, Michael Cloud. In the 28th, it is too close to call right now with 20% of the vote reporting. This is too close to call between incumbent Henry Cuellar, who barely survived his primary, and Cassie Garcia. In Texas's 29th, Sylvia Garcia is the projected winner. In the 30th, Jasmine Crockett. In the 31st, John Carter. In the 32nd, Colin Allred. In the 33rd, Mark Veazey. In the 34th, in this very rare incumbent versus incumbent race tonight, currently Mayra Flores trails her opponent, also incumbent Democrat Vicente Gonzalez. In Texas's 35th, Greg Casar is the projected winner. In the 26th, Brian Babin. In the 37th, excuse me if I said 27th before, it's 37th, Lloyd Doggett. In the 38th, Wesley Hunt. In the first, Brian Steele is the projected winner in the 1st District of Wisconsin. In Wisconsin's second, Mark Pocan. In the third, it is too close to call in this must-watch race, 11% of the vote reporting, and currently Derek Van Orden has a lead over Brad Pfaff. In Wisconsin's fourth, Gwen Moore. In Wisconsin's fifth, Scott Fitzgerald. In the 6th, Glenn Grothman. In the 7th, Tom Tiffany. And in the 8th, Mike Gallagher. In Wyoming's at-large district, Harriet Hageman is the projected winner after ousting incumbent Representative Liz Cheney in the Republican primary. And now we have key race projections to make. These are important, and that is to say that in Connecticut's 2nd district, Joe Courtney has been re-elected to another term. We can project with 72% of the vote reporting he will win. He is currently defeating Mike France by around 6 points. In Illinois' 6th district, Sean Casten is the projected winner. He is winning right now by around 7 points over Keith McCow. In Illinois' 14th district, Lauren Underwood is the projected winner. She is winning right now by exactly 7 points over Scott Greider with 73% reporting. In New Hampshire's 2nd, Annie Custer is the projected winner. She is winning right now by around 6 to 7 points over Robert Burns with 68% of the vote reporting. In Ohio's 1st, big call, Steve Chabot is the projected winner here. He has barely defeated Greg Landsman in this very close race. His district was made more competitive due to redistricting. However, he has narrowly won even so. And in Ohio's 9th district, a flip of tonight, J.R. Majewski has ousted 40-year Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur from Congress. This is huge. He has won by only about 1.35%, if I'm doing my math correctly, but even so, he has very narrowly flipped this seat. In Ohio's 13th district, Madison Ghiacciato is the projected winner, another gain of tonight, and she is winning right now by around 3.5% over Amelia Sykes. In North Carolina's 1st district, Don Davis is the projected winner, defeating Sandy Smith in G.K. Butterfield's district. He's winning right now by around 3.3 percentage points. In North Carolina's 13th district, Bill Hines is the projected winner. He will become one of the new youngest members of Congress. He's winning right now by around 4 points. And in Indiana's 1st district, this is one of the earliest races. This is the first race we looked at tonight. Frank Mervan has been reelected. He has barely defeated Jennifer Ruth Green by a little bit over a point with 100% of the vote reporting. Excuse that, sorry about that. In Virginia's 2nd district, Jen Kiggins is the projected winner, another gain. Looking at this margin, she has won by around 2.3, 2.4% over incumbent Elaine Luria. A member of the January 6th committee has been ousted from Congress. In Virginia's 7th district, Abigail Spanberg is the projected winner. She has won, defeating Yesley Vega by a very narrow tilt margin. In Connecticut's 5th district, it is still too close to call. With 73% of the vote reporting, this is too close to call between Johanna Hayes and George Logan. Hayes leads by around 3 points currently. In Illinois' 13th district, it is too close to call with 73% of the vote reporting. We still cannot call this race. Nikki Budzinski leads over Reagan Deering after taking the lead. In Illinois' 17th district, it is still too close to call with 76% of the vote reporting, and Esther Joy King still holding on to a lead over Eric Sorensen. And in Maine, this is a big, largely watched race of tonight. Jared Golden and Bruce Poliquin will advance to a ranked choice voting instant tabulation that we will see the results of later tonight, as neither one of them could get a majority. Jared Golden looked like he was going to there for a little bit, but he has failed to do so, and so has Poliquin. Both will go to a runoff. In Maryland's 6th district, it is still too close to call with 72% of the vote reporting. David Trone still trails Neil Parrott. In New Hampshire's 1st, it is too close to call with 65% of the vote reporting. Chris Papas still leads over Caroline Levitt. In New Jersey's 7th, it is too close to call with 79% of the vote reporting. Tom Keene Jr.'s lead dwindles over Tom Malinowski. In Pennsylvania's 7th district, it is too close to call still, 78% of the vote reporting. Lisa Scheller has a solid lead over Susan Wild. In Pennsylvania's 8th, it is too close to call with 77% of the vote reporting. Matt Cartwright still leads over Jim Bognett. In Pennsylvania's 17th district, it is too close to call with 80% of the vote reporting. This race will have a winner very soon. Jeremy Schaefer has a narrow lead over Chris Luzio. This race is anyone's game up until the very few final votes are counted. And in Rhode Island's 2nd district, it is too close to call with 68% of the vote reporting, and it's a dead tie between the two candidates. This is anyone's race. This is the House map right now. Republicans are at 177 seats and Democrats are at 125 seats. It is now 10 p.m. and we have poll closings in Arizona, Iowa, Montana, Nevada, and Utah. In Arizona's 1st district, it is too close to call with 13% of the vote reporting. David Schweikert has a lead over Jevin Hodge. In Arizona's 2nd district, it is too close to call. Eli Crane has an early lead over Tom O'Halloran, the incumbent. In Arizona's 3rd, Ruben Gallego is the projected winner. In the 4th, it is too close to call between Greg Stanton and Kelly Cooper. Stanton has a narrow lead as of right now. In Arizona's 5th, Andy Biggs is the projected winner. In the 6th, it is too close to call between Kirsten Angle and Juan Ciscomani. Angle has a narrow lead right now. In the 7th district, Raul Grijalva is the projected winner. In the 8th, Debbie Lesko. In the 9th, Paul Gosar. In the 1st district in Iowa, it is too close to call with 16% of the vote reporting. Christina Bohannon trails Marionette Miller-Meeks, the incumbent right now. And in Iowa's 2nd district, it is too close to call between Ashley Hinson and Liz Mathis. Mathis trails Hinson as of right now. In Iowa's 3rd district, too close to call, the remaining Democratic incumbent in Iowa, Sidney Axney, currently trails Zach Nunn. In Iowa's 4th district, Randy Feenstra is the projected winner. In Montana's 1st district, this is a new district due to Montana gaining a 2nd district. Currently, Ryan Zink, a Trump administration official, has a lead over Monica Tranel. He is also, by the way, the former U.S. representative from Montana's at-large district. In Montana's 2nd district, Matt Rosendale is the projected winner. In Nevada's 1st, Dina Titus has an early lead over Mark Robertson. In the 2nd, Mark Amadai is the projected winner. In the 3rd district, Susie Lee has an early lead over April Becker with 14% of the vote reporting. This is too close to call. And in the 4th district, currently Stephen Horsford has an early lead over Sam Peters, not Gary Peters. What am I thinking? In Utah's 1st, Blake Moore is the projected winner. In the 2nd, Chris Stewart. In the 3rd, John Curtis. And in the 4th, Burgess Owens. We now have key race projections to make, and that is from Minnesota's 1st, where Brad Finstad has been successfully re-elected to his first full term after having won the special election. He is defeating Jeff Ettinger by around 6 points currently, a margin that may or may not decrease as the rest of the vote is counted, but we have 54% in, and Jeff Ettinger has no way to catch up. In New Mexico's 1st, Melanie Stansbury is the projected winner. She's winning right now by a solid margin over Michelle Garcia Holmes. Yeah, it's Melanie and not Michelle. In New York's 2nd, Andrew Garbarino is the projected winner, defeating Jackie Gordon by a margin of around 9 points currently. In New York's 11th, Nicole Malliotakis is the projected winner. She is defeating Max Rose by double digits right now with 50% of the vote reporting. In Connecticut's 5th, big news, Jahana Hayes has been re-elected U.S. representative from Connecticut's 5th. She's defeated George Logan by only about, it looks like 2 points. She's only defeated him by 2 points. And in Illinois' 13th district, Nikki Budzinski is the projected winner, the first gain of the night for Democrats. She's currently winning by around 3 points over Reagan Deering. In Illinois' 17th District, Esther Joy King has gained this seat for Republicans, despite the fact Democrats hoped that this wouldn't be able to happen. She has gained this seat. She's winning right now by a tilt margin over Eric Sorensen. In Maryland's 6th District, David Trone has been reelected, successfully defeating Neil Parrott with 100% of the vote reporting. He's winning this by a high tilt margin thus far. In the 7th District, Tom Keene Jr. has won New Jersey's 7th, gaining this seat. He is defeating Tom Malinowski by a narrow margin of around 2 points. A little bit over 2 points, I believe. More like 2.5. Pennsylvania's 7th, Lisa Scheller, another gain for Republicans, as they have gained this seat from the Democrats. Currently, Lisa Scheller is defeating Susan Wild by 3.7%. And in Pennsylvania's 8th, Jim Bognett has won. Despite Matt Cartwright's crossover appeal, he has gained this seat for his party, defeating Matt Cartwright by around a percentage point. In Pennsylvania's 17th District, Jeremy Schaefer has gained this seat. Another gain. Republicans are picking up gains left and right. Schaefer has defeated DeLuzio by around 1 point. And in Rhode Island's 2nd, this is huge news. This is a rare New England House seat for Republicans. Alan Fung has gained this seat for his party, defeating Seth Magaziner by 1.2% only, despite the fact some polls had a larger lead. Seth Magaziner has lost this race to Alan Fung. In Colorado's 7th, it is too close to call with 48% of the vote reporting. Eric Adlin still leads Brittany Peterson. In the 8th District, it is too close to call. You have Yadira Caraveo gains on Barbara Kirkmeyer. In Kansas's 3rd, it is too close to call between Amanda Atkins and Sharice Davids. Davids still holds a lead over Atkins thus far. In Michigan's 3rd District, it is too close to call. Still anyone's game. Hillary Skolton has a lead over John Gibbs still. In Michigan's 7th, it is too close to call with 45% of the vote reporting. Alyssa Slotkin is now trailing Tom Barrett. In Michigan's 8th, it is too close to call. Paul Junge loses ground to Dan Kildee. In Michigan's 10th, Carl Marlinga gains on John James. Or actually, John James gains on Carl Marlinga, actually. In Minnesota's 2nd, it is too close to call. Tyler Kistner gains on Angie Craig. In Nebraska's 2nd District, it is too close to call. Don Bacon leads Tony Vargas. In New Mexico's 2nd District, it is too close to call with 43% of the vote reporting. Yvette Harrell still leads Gabe Vasquez. In New Mexico's 3rd, it is too close to call. Alexis Martinez Johnson trails Teresa Leger Fernandez. In New York's 1st, it is too close to call still, 39% of the vote reporting, and Nick LaLota leads by almost double digits. In New York's 3rd, it is too close to call with 44% of the vote reporting. Robert Zimmerman still leads George Santos. In New York's 4th, it is too close to call. Laura Gillen still leads Anthony Despacito. In New York 17th, 53% of the vote reporting. Michael Lawler still leads over Sean Patrick Maloney. In New York's 18th, it is too close to call with 54% of the vote reporting. Pat Ryan still leads over Colin Schmidt. In New York's 19th, it is too close to call with 55% of the vote reporting. Josh Riley now trails Mark Molinaro. In New York's 22nd, it is too close to call on this open seat. Brandon Williams still leads Francis Canole. In Texas's 15th, it is too close to call with 49% of the vote reporting. Michelle Vallejo still trails Monica De La Cruz. In Texas's 28th, it is too close to call with 51% of the vote reporting. Henry Cuellar still leads over Cassie Garcia. In Texas's 34th, Mayra Flores, the incumbent, still trails her fellow incumbent Vicente Gonzalez. In Wisconsin's 3rd, it is too close to call 45% of the vote reporting. Derek Van Orden leads Brad Pfaff. And in Maine's 2nd, we can project now that with 100% of the vote reporting, it will still advance to RCV. The final count has Bruce Poliquin up by 0.8% over Jared Golden, but the RCV count could go either way. We have yet to really project a winner of this race due to the RCV. New Hampshire is 1st. It is too close to call 93% of the vote reporting. Chris Papas still leads Caroline Leavitt. And this is the map right now, with Democrats at 132 and Republicans at 196. It is now 11 p.m. and we have poll closings in California, Hawaii, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. In California's 1st, Doug LaMalfa is the projected winner. In the 2nd, Jared Huffman. In the 3rd, too close to call with 13% of the vote reporting, Kevin Kiley leads Kermit Jones. In California's 4th, Mike Thompson is the projected winner. In the 5th, Tom McClintock. In the 6th, Amy Barra. In the 7th, Doris Metsoy. In the 8th, John Garamendi. In the 9th, it is too close to call between Tom Petty and Josh Harder. Josh Harder does have a lead as of right now with 16% of the vote reporting. California's 10th, Mark DeSaulnier is the projected winner. In the 11th, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi re-elected to another term. In the 12th, Barbara Lee. In the 13th, it is too close to call with 17% of the vote reporting. John Duarte leads Adam Gray, by 1.8% currently. In California's 14th district, Eric Swalwell is the projected winner, the former candidate for president. In California's 15th, Kevin Mullen. In the 16th, Anna A. Shue. In the 17th, Ro Khanna. In the 18th, Zoe Lofgren. In the 19th, Jimmy Panetta. In the 20th, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. In the 21st, Jim Costa. In the 22nd, it is too close to call. This is a much-watched race tonight as David Valadeo trails his opponent, Democrat Rudy Salas. In the 23rd, Jay Obernolt. In the 24th, Salad Garbajal. In the 25th, Raul Ruiz. In the 26th, it is too early to call right now with 22% of the vote reporting. Julia Brownlee leads over Matt Jacobs. In the 27th, too close to call with 22% of the vote reporting. Mike Garcia has a very, very narrow lead over Christy Smith. In California's 28th, Judy Chu. In the 29th, Tony Cardenas. In the 30th, Adam Schiff. In the 31st, Grace Napolitano. In the 32nd, Brad Sherman. In the 33rd, Pete Aguilar. In the 34th, we can project this will be a Democrat hold. However, it is currently too close to call between the two Democrats in there, Democrat Jimmy Gomez and his challenger, the progressive David Kim. In the 35th, Norma Torres. In the 36th, Ted Lieu. In the 37th, Sidney Kamlager. In the 38th, Linda Sanchez. In the 39th, Mark Takano. In the 40th, it is too early to call with 28% of the vote reporting. Young Kim leads over Asif Mahmood by around 9 points. In the 41st, too early to call as well, 28% of the vote reporting. Ken Calvert has an early lead over Will Rollins. In the 42nd, Robert Garcia. In the 43rd, longtime incumbent Maxine Waters. In the 44th, Nanette Barragan. In the 45th, it is too close to call, 30% of the vote reporting. Michelle Steele has a lead over Jay Chen. In the 46th, Lou Correa. In the 47th, Katie Porter leads over Scott Bow with 30% of the vote reporting. This race is too close to call. In the 48th, Daryl Issa. In the 49th, it is too close to call with 30% of the vote reporting. Mike Levin leads over Brian Marriott. In the 50th, Scott Peters. In the 51st, Sarah Jacobs. And in the 52nd, Juan Vargas. In Hawaii's 1st district, Ed Case wins, and in Hawaii's 2nd, Jill Takuta will fill the seat of retiring Rep. Kai Cahill. In Idaho's 1st district, Russ Fulcher is the projected winner. In the 2nd, Mike Simpson. In the 1st, Susan Bonamici. Oregon's 1st, Susan Bonamici. In Oregon's 2nd, Cliff Benz. In Oregon's 3rd, Earl Blumenauer. In Oregon's 4th, it is too close to call between Val Hoyle and Alex Scarlatos. Hoyle does have the lead right now with only 10% of the vote reporting. In Oregon's 5th, this is a must-watch race. Jimmy McLeod Skinner, who primaried out incumbent Kurt Schrader, currently has a narrow lead over Lori Chavez de Reamer. In Oregon's 6th, it is too close to call between Mike Erickson and Andres Salinas. In Washington's 1st, Susan Dalbene is the projected winner. In the 2nd, Rick Larson. And the 3rd, Joe Kemp is the leader. However, we cannot call this race. It is too early to call, with 12% of the vote reporting. Joe Kent, the Trump-backed candidate who defeated the incumbent Jamie Herrera Butler in the in the blanket primary, leads currently over Marie Gluesenkamp Perez. In the 4th, Dan Newhouse will become the first pro-impeachment Republican to win tonight. In the 5th, Kathy McMorris Rogers. In the 6th, Derek Kilmer. In the 7th, Pramila Jayapal. And in the 8th, it is too close to call with 15% of the vote reporting. Kim Schreier leads over Matt Larkin. In the 9th, Adam Smith. And in the 10th, Marilyn Strickland. We now have key race projections to make. These are all very important. And that is in New York's 1st district, where Nick LaLota is the projected winner. He will defeat Bridget Fleming by around 7 percentage points, with 72% of the vote reporting. In the 4th district, Laura Gillen is the projected winner, defeating Anthony Despacito by around 5 points. With 78% of the vote reporting, this margin will narrow just a little bit more as the rest of the vote finishes being counted. And in the 15th district, again, Monica De La Cruz is the projected winner, defeating Michelle Vallejo. She's winning right now by about 7.4% over Michelle Vallejo currently. In Wisconsin's 3rd district, Derek Van Orden is the projected winner, filling Ron Kynes' seat. He will defeat Brad Pfaff by almost double digits, if not by double digits, by the time the rest of the vote finishes being counted. In New Hampshire's 1st, Caroline Leavitt is the projected winner. This was a long-awaited result. Caroline Leavitt has flipped this seat for her party, defeating Chris Pappas by only 0.14%, an incredibly narrow margin. If there were not write-ins, this race would be tied pretty much. So that's very significant that Caroline Leavitt has just barely defeated Chris Pappas. In Maine's 2nd district, Jared Golden is the projected winner. With the RCV reporting, we can project that he will narrowly defeat Bruce Poliquin in the RCV runoff, defeating him by a high tilt margin. In Arizona's 1st district, it is still too close to call. With 44% of the vote reporting, David Schweikert still leads Jevin Hodge. In Arizona's 2nd, too close to call, Tom O'Halloran still leads Eli Crane. Eli Crane leads Tom O'Halloran, excuse me. In Arizona's 4th, it is too close to call with 45% of the vote reporting. Greg Stanton still leads Kelly Cooper. In the 6th district, it is too close to call between Kristen Angle and Juan Ciscomani. Angle is actually trailing Ciscomani right now by 0.10%, a very close race here tonight. In Iowa's 1st district, it is too close to call. Marionette Miller Meeks gains on Christina Bohannon. In Iowa's 2nd district, too close to call. Ashley Hinson still leads Liz Mathis. In Iowa's 3rd, it is too close to call. Zach Nunn gains on Sydney Axney. In Montana's 1st, it is too early to call. Ryan Zink, the former Trump administration official, still leading over Monica Tranel. In Nevada's 1st district, it is too close to call with 44% of the vote reporting. Dinah Titus currently leads Mark Robertson. In Nevada's 3rd District, it is too close to call. April Becker gains on Susie Lee. In Nevada's 4th District, Stephen Horsford loses ground to Sam Peters. In Colorado's 7th District, it is too close to call with 73% of the vote reporting. Brittany Peterson gains the lead over Eric Adland. In Colorado's 8th District, it is too close to call with 75% of the vote reporting. Yadira Caraveo gains on Barbara Kirkmeyer. In Kansas's 3rd District, it is too close to call with 70% of the vote reporting. Sharice Davids currently trails Amanda Adkins. In Michigan's 3rd, too close to call, and Hillary Scholten leads John Gibbs. In Michigan's 7th, too close to call, 76% of the vote reporting. Alyssa Slotkin trails Tom Barrett by 1.9%. In Michigan's 8th District, too close to call, 78% reporting. Dan Kildee gains, actually Paul Judge gains on Dan Kildee. In Michigan's 10th District, too close to call, John James gains on Carl Marlinga. In Minnesota's 2nd, it is too close to call, Angie Craig still losing ground to Tyler Kistner. In Nebraska's 2nd, too close to call, Don Bacon still leads Tony Vargas. In New Mexico's 2nd, too close to call with 71% of the vote reporting, Yvette Harrell still leads Gabriel Vasquez. In New Mexico's 3rd, too close to call with 78% of the vote reporting, Teresa Leger Fernandez leads Alexis Martinez Johnson. In New York's 3rd, too close to call, 73% of the vote reporting, Robert Zimmerman still leads George Santos. In New York's 17th, 81% of the vote reporting, Michael Lawler trails Sean Patrick Maloney now. In New York's 18th, it is too close to call with 83% of the vote reporting, Pat Ryan's lead dwindles over Colin Schmidt. In New York's 19th, too close to call, Mark Molinaro has a lead over Josh Riley. In New York's 22nd, too close to call with 84% of the vote reporting, Brandon Williams still leads Francis Knoll. In Texas's 28th District, with 77% of the vote reporting, Henry Cuellar still leads over Cassie Garcia. In Texas's 34th District, with 81% of the vote reporting, this is anyone's game between the two incumbent members of Congress, Mayra Flores and Vicente Gonzalez. This is the map right now. Republicans are at 209 seats and Democrats are at 179 seats. Republicans are almost to that magic number of 218. It is 1 a.m. and we have our poll closing in Alaska. And in Alaska, in its at-large district, currently it is a close race between Mary Peltola, Sarah Palin, and Nick Begich. Nick Begich and Sarah Palin and Peltola, the incumbent, will all go on to the next round, while Libertarian Chris Bai is eliminated from this race. Now we have key race projections to make. We first have to project Kevin Kiley, the projected winner out of California's 3rd. He has defeated Kermit Jones by around 8 points. In California's 26th district, Julia Brownlee is the projected winner. She is defeating Matt Jacobs by around 12 points with 58% of the vote reporting. This margin may increase or decrease. In Colorado's 7th, Brittany Peterson is the projected winner. She has defeated Eric Adland by around 3 points. In Colorado's 8th district, Barbara Kirkmeyer is the projected winner. She has defeated Yadira Caraveo by 1.1%. In Kansas's 3rd district, Amanda Atkins is the projected winner. She has gained this seat for her party, barely defeating Sharice Davids by 0.22% exactly. Defeating the incumbent Sharice Davids, she will become Kansas's new representative. In Michigan's 3rd, Hillary Scholten is the projected winner, gaining this seat. This is another gain for the Democrats tonight. She is winning currently by a little bit over a percentage point over John Gibbs. In Michigan's 7th, Tom Barrett is the projected winner, gaining this seat for his party. He's defeated Alyssa Slotkin by around 3 points with 100% of the vote reporting. In Michigan's 8th, Paul Junch is the projected winner. I never knew I'd see the day to see a Kildee lose, but it certainly happened tonight. He's barely won by 0.14%, similar to the margin in New Hampshire's 1st. Paul Junch has barely defeated incumbent Dan Kildee. And in Michigan's 10th, John James is the projected winner with 100% of the vote reporting. He has gained this seat for his party, defeating Carl Marlinga by about 7 points. In Minnesota's 2nd District, Tyler Kistner is the projected winner, gaining this seat for his party as well. He has defeated Angie Craig by a very, very narrow margin, largely due to the vote splitting. In Nebraska's 2nd District, Don Bacon is the projected winner, projected to win another term over Tony Vargas by about 5.5%, his highest showing yet. And in New Mexico's 2nd District, Yvette Harrell is the projected winner. She is defeating Gabe Vasquez by around 1 point. In New Mexico's 3rd, Teresa Leger Fernandez is the projected winner, defeating Alexis Martinez Johnson by around 5 points. And in New York's 3rd, Robert Zimmerman is the projected winner. With 100% of the vote reporting, he will defeat George Santos by around 1.4%. In New York's 17th, Sean Patrick Maloney has been reelected narrowly. Democrats are breathing a sigh of relief as he has just barely defeated Michael Lawler. And same with the 18th. In the 18th, Pat Ryan has won re-election to a full term after winning the special election. He will win by only 0.22% over Colin Schmidt. This was a close call for him. In New York's 19th, Mark Molinaro is the projected winner. Republicans did get a gain out of New York tonight. They got the 19th district. Mark Molinaro has defeated Josh Riley to win this open seat. In New York's 22nd, Brandon Williams is the projected winner, defeating Francis Knoll by about 2.4%, it looks like. And in Texas 28th, Kathy Garcia is the projected winner. She has barely defeated incumbent Henry Cuellar by around 0.21% with 100% of the vote reporting here. And in Texas's 34th District, Myra Flores has won. They said she couldn't do it, but she has pulled it off tonight by 0.14%, a margin that many candidates seem to be winning by tonight. And this all means that the Republicans will gain the House of Representatives, and Kevin McCarthy will be the next House Majority Leader, probably Speaker of the House when all is said and done. Currently, they're winning 223 seats, not cents, and Dems are winning 185 seats. In California's 9th District, too close to call, Josh Harder leads Tom Patty. In California's 13th, too close to call, John Duarte leads Adam Gray. In California's 22nd, too close to call, Rudy Salas leads David Valadeo. In California's 29th, too close to call, Mike Garcia leads Christy Smith. In California's 34th, again, a Dem hold, but we cannot call the race yet. 56% of the vote reporting, and Jimmy Gomez leads David Kim. In California's 40th District, too close to call, 55% of the vote reporting. Young Kim still leads Asif Mahmood. In California's 41st District, too early to call with 60% of the vote reporting still. Ken Calvert leads Will Rollins by around about 6 points. In California's 45th District, too close to call between Michelle Steele and Jay Chen with 61% of the vote reporting. This is too close to call. In California's 49th District with 59% of the vote reporting, Katie Porter leads Scott Bow. In California's 49th District with 63% of the vote reporting, Mike Levin still leads Brian Marriott. In Oregon's 4th, too close to call with 41% of the vote reporting, Val Hoyle has a lead over Alex Skarlatos. In Oregon's 5th, too close to call with 39% of the vote reporting, Jamie McLeod Skinner still leads Lori Chavez de Reamer. In Oregon's 6th district, too close to call with 45% of the vote reporting, Andrea Salinas leads Mike Erickson. In Washington's 3rd, too close to call with 40% of the vote reporting, and Joe Kent still leads Marie G. Perez. In Washington's 8th, too close to call with 48% of the vote reporting, and Kim Schreier still leads Matt Larkin. In Arizona's 1st district, too close to call with 69% of the vote reporting, David Schweikert leads Jevin Hodge. In Arizona's 2nd district, too close to call, Eli Crane leads Tom O'Halloran. In Arizona's 4th district, too close to call, 78% reporting, Greg Stan still leads Kelly Cooper. In Arizona's 6th district, too close to call, Juan Ciscomani leads Kirsten Angle. In Iowa's 1st district, too close to call, Marinette Miller Meeks leads Christina Bohannon. In Iowa's 2nd, too close to call, Ashley Hinson leads Liz Mathis. In Iowa's 3rd, too close to call, lone Democratic Congresswoman Sydney Axney trails Republican challenger Zach Nunn. In Montana's 1st district, it is too early to call with 73% of the vote reporting. Ryan Zink still leads Monica Tranel. In Nevada's 1st district, too close to call, Dina Titus leads Mark Robertson. In Nevada's 3rd district, too close to call, April Becker takes the lead over Susie Lee, the incumbent. In Nevada's 4th district, too close to call with 78% of the vote reporting, Stephen Horsford has a very, very narrow edge over Sam Peters. It is now 2 a.m. And in California's 9th, Josh Harder is the projected winner, defeating Tom Patty by about 5.9% exactly, with 76% of the vote reporting. We can't project him the winner. In the 40th, Young Kim is the projected winner, defeating Asif Mahmood by about 9.32% exactly, with 86% of the vote reporting here. In California's 41st, Ken Calvert is the projected winner, defeating Will Rollins by around 6.86% exactly. In Washington's 3rd district, Joe Kent is the projected winner. He will defeat Marie G. Perez by about 6.5 percentage points. In Arizona's 1st, David Schweikert is the projected winner. Despite all his scandals, he is the projected winner, defeating Jevin Hodge by 3 points. And in Arizona's 2nd, again, Eli Crane is the projected winner, defeating incumbent Tom O'Halloran by a sizable amount, almost 7 points, with 100% of the vote reporting. In Arizona's 4th, Greg Stanton is the projected winner, defeating Kelly Cooper by 1.6%, with 100% of the vote reporting here. In Arizona's, that should say the 6th district, but it says the 2nd, excuse that. In Arizona's 6th district, Juan Ciscomani is the projected winner. This is a gain. He has gained this district from the Democrats, defeating Democrat Kirsten Angle by 4 points. In Iowa's 1st district, Marinette Miller Meeks is the projected winner, winning re-election to a 2nd term after winning by only 6 votes 2 years ago. She is defeating Christina Bohannon by a solid margin of around 6.5 percentage points. In Iowa's 2nd district, Ashley Hinson is the projected winner. She is defeating Liz Mathis by around 8 points. In Iowa's 3rd district, Zach Nunn is the projected winner, gaining the seat. Democrats no longer will have a seat in the Iowa delegation. He's defeated Sydney Axney by around 3.75%. And in Montana's 2nd district, that should say Montana, not Iowa. In Montana's 2nd district, Ryan Zink is the projected winner. This is a gain because this is a new House seat. Ryan Sink has defeated Monica Tranel by about 7.5 percentage points. In Nevada's 1st district, Dina Titus is the projected winner, Dinah Titus, I should say. She's defeated Mark Robertson by around 2 points. And in Nevada's 3rd, April Becker is the projected winner, defeating incumbent Susie Lee by a little bit less than 2 percentage points. In Nevada's 4th district, Stephen Horsford is the projected winner, defeating Sam Peters by a single percentage point. And in Alaska's at-large district, we can project this will advance to the 3rd round of ranked choice voting, with Nick Begich having been eliminated as the Libertarians, enough of the Libertarians' vote did not go to him. Sarah Palin will advance from this, and so will Mary Peltola to the final runoff. Sarah Palin needs most, if not all, of the vote from Nick Begich in order to win this. In California's 13th, too close to call, 80% of the vote reporting, Adam Gray leads John Duarte. In California's 22nd, David Valadao trails Rudy Salas. In California's 27th, with 82% of the vote reporting, Mike Garcia has a narrow lead over Christy Smith. In California's 34th district, 85% of the vote reporting, Jimmy Gomez still leads David Kim, but this is anyone's game with the remaining 15%. In California's 45th district, too close to call with 87% of the vote reporting, and Michelle Steele still leads Jay Chen. In California's 47th district, too close to call, 88% of the vote reporting, Katie Porter leads Scott Bow. In the 49th district, too close to call, Mike Levin leads Brian Marriott with 90% of the vote reporting. In Oregon's 4th district, too close to call, 72% of the vote reporting, and it is a close race between Val Hoyle and Alex Scarlatos. In Oregon's 5th district, too close to call, Lori Chavez DeReamer gains the lead over Jamie McLeod Skinner. In Oregon's 6th district, too close to call, Andrew Salinas leads over Mike Erickson. In Washington's 8th district, it is too close to call with 76% of the vote reporting. Kim Schreier still leads Matt Larkin. This is the House map. Republicans are at a majority of 232 House seats, and Democrats are at 190 seats. It is 3 a.m. And in Alaska's at-large district, Mary Peltola is the projected winner. In the final round of RCV, she has defeated Sarah Palin by a likely margin after defeating her once already in the special election. In California's 13th, Adam Gray is the projected winner, defeating John Duarte by around 1.8%. And in California's 22nd district, another rare gain of the night for Democrats, Rudy Salas is the projected winner, gaining this seat, defeating incumbent David Valadao by 1.1% with 100% of the vote reporting. In California's 27th district, Mike Garcia is the projected winner. He has barely defeated Christy Smith by pretty much the same margin he defeated her by last time. And in California's 34th district, a hold for Democrats but a loss for the incumbent, David Kim has won this seat in a race that will surely go to a recount. With 100% of the vote reporting, each candidate has 50%, but Kim is leading by 100 votes. In California's 45th district, Michelle Steele is the projected winner, defeating Jay Chen. In California's 47th district, Katie Porter is the projected winner, defeating Scott Bow by around 2.28%. In California's 49th district, Mike Levin is the projected winner. He will defeat Brian Marriott by around 1.24%. In Oregon's 4th district, Val Hoyle is the projected winner, defeating Alex Scarlatos by a very narrow margin. In Oregon's 5th, Lori Chavez DeReamer has gained the seat for her party. This is huge. This means that Republicans will get a second U.S. House seat in Oregon. She has defeated Jimmy McLeod Skinner by a little bit over a percentage point. In Oregon's 6th district, Mike Erickson is the projected winner. Oregon will not have not 2, but 3 seats, and Oregon's delegation will go to Republicans. This is a gain. Mike Erickson has defeated Andreas Salinas by 0.11%, a very, very narrow margin tonight. And in Washington's 8th district, Kim Schreier is the projected winner, defeating Matt Larkin by a narrow margin of 1.5%. And this is the final results of the United States House. Republicans have won 238 seats and Dems have won 197 seats. And this is the final map, with Republicans at 238 and Democrats at 197. So that is the end of this video. Please note, this is really not my final prediction when it comes to like margin wise and such. Like there are some questionable things about some of the margins, but this is still my final prediction for how the House will look. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.